Whenever you're ready, you can... Oh boy. It's back.
Rude.
So a big and very important part of my musical journey was my fingerstyle guitar mentor, Pete Steinberg, in LA when I was working at McCabe's. He sort of took me under his wing and saw that I was really interested in this stuff, and Spike Driver was one of the first tunes that, like, both I understood. It's a very circular tune for me, or a song, because it's a very cool riff, and especially if you hear John Hurts playing, he is like just one of the best thumb pickers out there, and his thumb was like, my teacher was like, you want John Hurt's thumb. So when I would listen to that song, I had that in my mind, but then my own exploration of what folk music actually is was like, it took me longer than I thought to understand what like shared music really means, because I grew up only listening to music that was original or a cover of someone else's original song. And I never realized how many traditional songs I knew already, but you know, I never thought about music that way. And so to years later hear all the John Henrys, which is essentially the same song as Spike Driver. It's about John Henry, this mythical steel driver. I was like, oh my God, John Henry, there's a million of them? And I learned, you know, the banjo version next, I think, and I was like, oh, it even has the same melody.
Your captain, tell him I'm gone, tell him I'm gone, sure is gone. This is the hammer that killed John Henry, but it won't kill me, it won't kill me, ain't gonna kill me. Headed to my home, headed to my home, it's where I'm going. John Henry left his hammer lay inside the road, lay inside the road, lay inside the road. John Henry, he left that hammer all over in red, all over in red, all over in red. Driving man, but he went down, oh he went down, that's why I'm gone.
That was great. How
Cool.
did that feel to you?
It felt good.
Yeah.
Yeah, if there's any reason to do it again, I bet you I could get it even more perfect, but the blues isn't perfect, so I'm okay with that one if that felt good.
And that felt great to me.
Hearing a song that I thought was an old-time banjo tune in a country jam with my friends, or bluegrass even, like how it's slightly different. A lot of the songs are the same in some way, but will be like have an extra major chord or have a different, like the way they do 9-Pound Hammer, which again was a tune that my guitar teacher gave me a tab for. So I was like, this is 9-Pound Hammer, this is how it goes. And there is like, you know, Merle's version, but a lot of bluegrassers, a lot of country singers sing that song, and they'll like say the chorus in a different order or do something different, and I'm like, oh, it was so important for me to understand that to me it's less about like genres and more about a song that was maybe popular in a certain time and then traveled to different regions and kind of sounded different in those different regions is how I understand folk music better now, in my opinion, than like thinking like, okay, like this is Western, because you can get the same song in like 5 genres. Like you'll hear a jazz version, you'll hear a Western swing version, you'll hear a Dixieland version, you'll hear a bluegrass version, you'll hear a jump blues version. It's like, maybe not bluegrass because it wouldn't have been around the same time, but yeah, it's just pretty crazy.
I guess because you're a writer and you think about, I know.
It's getting on my nerve. It's like, go live over there.